Imagine discovering that a $3 choice you make at the auto parts counter determines whether your motor dies at 130,000 miles or cruises effortlessly beyond 400,000. Identical vehicle, identical operator, zero modifications, just different lubricant in the pan. We're diving into 3 viscosity grades every car owner in this country knows by heart: 0W-20, 5W-30, and 5W-40. And here's the uncomfortable reality nobody talks about. The lubricant your owner's booklet tells you to buy isn't always the one that shields your power plant best over the long haul. During controlled real-world durability trials, one of these grades ran significantly hotter, lost thickness faster, and generated measurably more metal contamination, even though every bottle carried full manufacturer approval across North America. We're not recycling internet chatter or repeating brand promises. We're showing you genuine motor data, laboratory fluid analysis, thermal readings, abrasion metrics, and longevity outcomes. By the time we reach the conclusion, you'll understand exactly which grade genuinely defends your investment and which one silently sacrifices durability to satisfy fuel efficiency benchmarks. Stick around, because the final verdict shocked even veteran technicians who've assembled thousands of power plants. Section 1. Why this experiment matters more than you realize. Every lubricant debate in America eventually dissolves into confusion. Thinner grades boost mileage. Heavier grades offer superior defense. Just obey the handbook and quit overthinking. But here's what dealerships rarely mention. Your owner's manual wasn't authored to maximize engine lifespan. It was engineered to meet fuel economy regulations, exhaust standards, certification protocols, and average warranty expectations. EPA test cycles, CAFE requirements, and emissions compliance influence lubricant specifications far more than wear resistance at 250,000 miles. That doesn't render the manual incorrect. It simply means it's tuned for regulatory approval, not ultimate longevity. Rather than debating endlessly, we tested it ourselves. Section 2. The power plant. We chose zero gimmicks, zero agenda. To maintain fairness and relevance for American motorists, we selected a contemporary normally aspirated inline-4. Factory-tight clearances, direct fuel injection, representative of millions of sedans and crossovers currently on United States highways. The power plant operated under identical conditions every single cycle. Same roads, same operator habits, same drain interval, same filtration, same gasoline. The sole variable was viscosity grade. Round 1 ran 0W-20 full synthetic. Round 2 ran 5W-30 full synthetic. Round 3 ran 5W-40 full synthetic. Each lubricant remained in service for exactly 7,500 miles, accompanied by used fluid laboratory reports, continuous thermal monitoring, and internal component inspections. No brand partnerships, no marketing influence, pure data. Section 3. Why these 3 grades behave so differently. Before examining outcomes, you must grasp what actually shifts when viscosity shifts. A 0W-20 is exceptionally fluid at operating heat. It minimizes internal drag and typically improves mileage by roughly half to 1 full mile per gallon in everyday use. The trade-off? A more fragile lubricant barrier and reduced safety cushion under stress and temperature. A 5W-30 occupies the middle zone. It preserves stronger film integrity at elevated heat and has historically represented the durability Goldilocks for American engines. A 5W-40 is the thickest at full operating warmth. It delivers the highest shear resistance and is built for heat, pressure, and prolonged service intervals. Every grade represents a compromise. The critical question is, which compromise actually safeguards the motor best? Section 4. Phase 1 findings. 0W-20, the OEM. Darling, we'll begin with what most US drivers pour in today. The 0W-20 excelled in certain areas. Cold cranking was smooth, internal resistance was minimal, and fuel efficiency improved by approximately 0.7 miles per gallon versus thicker alternatives. On spreadsheets, that appears to be a victory. Yet inside the power plant, the narrative shifted. Average lubricant temperature climbed 8 to 12 degrees Fahrenheit higher. By the 7,500 mile mark, viscosity degradation reached 13%. Laboratory reports revealed elevated iron and aluminum particulate. Nothing catastrophic, but undeniably increased. Internal examination uncovered early varnish deposits in the valve train, accelerated fluid darkening, and a noticeably weaker residual film after shutdown. Technicians note, this grade functions, but it operates closer to the edge. Margin for error is razor thin. Section 5. The hidden liability of 0W-20. When we consulted veteran mechanics nationwide, the responses were remarkably consistent. One master technician with over 25 years under his belt summarized it perfectly. "If I want a motor to survive, I don't chase thinness. I chase stability." That sentence encapsulates everything. 5W-30 repeatedly demonstrated superior thermal regulation, stronger resistance to molecular breakdown, and a more harmonious wear signature over time. It wasn't engineered to ace fuel economy examinations or satisfy bureaucratic spreadsheets. Its mission was straightforward: defend metal, mile after mile. Section 8, Phase 3 Findings. 5W-40, the heavy hitter. Now we advance to the grade many operators assume delivers ultimate security. On paper, 5W-40 appears invincible. Thicker protective barrier, higher high-temp viscosity, exceptional shear stability. And under certain circumstances, it absolutely performs. What impressed us immediately was thermal regulation. Lubricant temperatures dropped another 3 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit compared to 5W-30. Viscosity loss was nearly absent, staying under 2% after 7,500 miles. Wear metals were exceptionally low, particularly iron and copper. Under sustained demand, long highway pulls, elevated RPM operation, steep inclines, 5W-40 was unwavering. Section 9, where 5W-40 begins to work against you. Protection isn't solely about thickness, it's about circulation. This is where data revealed a crucial trade-off. We observed marginally slower lubricant distribution during cold starts, slightly elevated fuel dilution retention, and increased pumping resistance during short trip operation, especially in motors used primarily for brief commutes, gentle throttle, and frequent cold cycles. In those scenarios, the additional viscosity didn't add defense. It added resistance. Mechanic perspective was unanimous. 5W-40 is outstanding when a motor is laboring hard, but if your daily routine is 10 minutes across town, you're never accessing its advantages. Simply put, 5W-40 is a specialist tool, not an everyday solution. Section 10, Side-by-side comparison, actual results. After identical usage, the distinctions were undeniable. 0W-20 produced the best mileage numbers, but also exhibited the highest wear contamination and the fastest viscosity collapse. 5W-30 sustained near optimal lubricant temperatures, the lowest aggregate wear balance, and the finest everyday defense. 5W-40 delivered exceptional stability in extreme heat and outstanding wear management under load, but proved excessive for light-duty operation. And that brought us to a conclusion that couldn't be ignored. Section 11, the clear champion and why it surprised people. If this had been a racetrack evaluation, 5W-40 might have claimed the trophy. If this were purely an emissions or fuel economy audit, 0W-20 would triumph. But for genuine drivers, genuine traffic, genuine heat, and genuine mileage, 5W-30 provided the superior overall motor protection. Not the thinnest, not the heaviest, the most harmonious. That's precisely why the outcome caught so many observers off guard. Section 12, why 5W-30 prevails in the real world. Here's why it consistently emerged victorious. Robust lubricant film without excessive drag, stable viscosity across broad temperature spectrums, excellent wear defense without cold start penalties, minimal mileage sacrifice, cleaner internal components over time. It defended better than 0W-20. It circulated better than 5W-40. It didn't attempt to manipulate regulations. It concentrated on protecting metal. Section 13, what manufacturers don't advertise. Here's a silent truth most owners never encounter. Many power plants that currently specify 0W-20 were originally validated and endurance tested using 5W-30. The transition to thinner lubricants wasn't prompted by a sudden evolution in motor requirements. It was driven by fuel economy mandates, exhaust targets, and regulatory force. That's why the identical motor may demand 0W-20 in the United States, but 5W-30 or even 5W-40 in other territories. Different priorities, identical hardware. Section 14, so what lubricant should you actually use? Here's the practical blueprint, zero hype. Deploy 0W-20 if you inhabit a cold climate. Operate short trips. Prioritize fuel savings. And service frequently. Deploy 5W-30. If you desire maximum motor longevity, operate a blend of urban and highway, inhabit moderate to hot climates, and intend to retain the vehicle long-term. Deploy 5W-40 if you tow, track the vehicle, operate aggressively, inhabit extreme heat zones, or run a turbocharged or consistently high-demand motor. This isn't about correct or incorrect lubricant. It's about aligning lubricant to reality. When we asked seasoned technicians what they personally pour into their own vehicles, the responses were illuminating. Not one declared, "Whatever the booklet prescribes." Most confessed to deploying 5W-30 for daily operators and 5W-40 for performance or high heat applications. Almost none selected 0W-20 unless absolutely mandated. One technician summarized it flawlessly. Fuel economy figures sell vehicles. Engine longevity sells repairs. I know which one I want. Your motor doesn't care about regulations. It cares about lubricant film integrity, thermal management, and long-term stability. In our trial, 0W-20 functioned but wore faster. 5W-40 defended exceptionally well but wasn't always necessary. 5W-30 quietly executed everything correctly. That's why it won. Now tell us, what lubricant are you pouring right now, and why did you select it? Because the greatest motor mistake isn't using the wrong grade. It's never questioning whether the recommended one is genuinely the best for your power plant. If this experiment helped you make a smarter choice, hit that like button and let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Gearverse for more no-nonsense automotive truth. We'll see you in the next one.